Hey everybody, it's your girl, the Empress Chanel, coming at you with just a random video. Alright, just a check-in, really, video. If you've been following my stories, you pretty much know why I haven't been active as much on here. I want to thank everybody who had been praying and sending high vibrations for my son. He suffered a severe brain trauma last week, and we kind of pretty much been dealing with that. But because of the positive vibes and everything that and messages and things that everybody had been sending me, I firmly believe that is the reason why he's progressing really fast, a lot faster than anybody thought he would. He is moving. He can walk and stand and talk in complete sentences. It's still a little there. We still got therapies and all types of stuff that we have to do, but any progress is good progress considering the severity of the trauma that was done to him. Okay. So, yeah, just giving my internet family an update. I really didn't plan on doing any readings or anything like that today, but I haven't been up here in a while. I haven't been on my YouTube in a while. I haven't been posting really much, because I've been dealing with that. Right now, he's currently sitting down. It's kind of hard to make a 15-year-old boy not get on the phone and not want to look at TV, because at the end of the day, he is still a 15-year-old boy, no matter what happened. So, yeah, it definitely gave a lot of us a really big scare. Had a lot of his friends and coaches and things like that very worried. No school. He's been completely removed from school by his doctors. So, yeah. But we may get, because we just don't want to overload his brain. But we're getting stuff set up to where maybe they'll send some paperwork or something like that home. Once he's cleared to do academic activity. Most children would be so happy that a doctor said 0 academic activity until, because that's pretty much what they said. But he's like, I want to go to school. I want to see my friends. And I'm like, you cannot right now. But, yeah, recovery is going to be a process. But, we started off recovery on a very, very positive, high vibrational note. Immediately, as soon as everything happened, I started Reiki on him immediately, full blown. When we got admitted to the hospital, I was in his room. I made his room like a healing space. I did healing on him in the hospital, and it was just amazing to see how fast he's been able to progress, because Reiki works not only on a cellular and molecular level, but it also heals the nervous system, which is what pretty much got messed up with the brain trauma. So yeah, so he's my little rider. He's my little rider. My daughters have been very supportive and helping mom and coming with me to our appointments. And my husband has been so awesome, and just being there for me when I first, everything first happened, breaking down and everything like that. But he's been a really big, huge support and helping me and helping my son, and it's just I'm blessed to have such a big, beautiful family, loving family, and extended Starseed family group reaching out. I know we have a lot of planets that are in retrograde. Most definitely I'll keep you guys updated. But we have a lot of planets that are in retrograde. Venus just stationed direct September 3rd, and Jupiter went retrograde on September 4th, but and Mercury is still retrograde, things like that. But there have been a lot of people who, in light of that, who have reached out, heard about what was going on, contacted me that I haven't spoken to in a long time. People who may have held back on speaking or reaching out in the past because, they didn't know if they were forgiven by me or anything like that. And, all it took was for them to just reach out now to realize that she really does not give a fuck about what happened in the past. And I really don't. But I am grateful for all the prayers and such. So, yeah, just keeping you guys updated on all that. Look, 10 of Cups here. We're going to have a beautiful, beautiful, full, and complete recovery. Okay? Can I do that? Okay. I just asked my guides if I could pull some cards in reference to this. I got the Star card. I also saw Judgment. So, okay. So, we'll start with Read the Room. I'll see what they have to say in reference to this. I wasn't planning on doing any type of reading. I always have my stuff right here. Like I sit and watch TV and I have my shit just right here. But, and my birthday was Monday, which you guys probably already know because I posted that too. And because of everything that's been going on, the stress and everything like that, I ended up being sick on my birthday. So I kind of just laid it out. Okay, sorry, accidentally. So I kind of just been resting, and healing myself as well, because I can't heal if I'm not well, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like why I took a fall back. But I have still been doing my Reiki Bowl Monday. I did it on my birthday. It was beautiful. It's very therapeutic, healing. My son thanked me for doing Reiki on him. His memory coming back super fast, like learned how to tie his shoes super fast. I should show you guys. So this is what his writing looked like when we first left the hospital. He asked me for a pencil and a piece of paper to see if he still knew how to write. This what it looks like fresh out of the hospital. And this is what it looked like after I did one round of Reiki at home, and I had him take a nap when I did it, and then he woke up and he was writing like this. Tell me healing isn't real, and I'm gonna call you a liar, because this is not supposed to be happening this fast. We didn't even think he was going to be speaking complete sentences for another couple months. And he is rapping all full songs and talking and wanting to toss a ball and do all types of stuff that I'm restricting him. He can't do right now. But it's like, I don't want to overdo it, but the progression, the healing is like, it's amazing. It's nothing short of a miracle, and that's the reason why I got into doing Reiki and healing and things like that. I've been hearing, since I was a child, you have healing hands. So why not get into that, right? And I think I said it up here before a long time ago. Like when I was a child, my mom has pictures of me with like little babies and stethoscopes and stuff like that. I always said I wanted to be a baby doctor. And then when I got older and into like, finding out who I was, is basically me finding out that I help people heal childhood wounds. But yeah, most definitely. We're definitely doing the Reiki daily. And what a lot of people don't understand about Reiki, or people like me who are healers, we don't actually heal people, if you get what I'm saying. Like, we facilitate the energy, or we kind of like facilitate the energy for someone to so they can heal themselves, so that their body can heal itself. Like, it's not like I'm the one that's putting my energy into him. I'm just a conduit for this universal healing energy to run through me and to move into someone else so it can work on them and on a molecular and cellular level. Okay, right, exactly. Okay, so here we go. What is going on? I was supposed to be pulling cards on this, but I guess maybe I'm about to get a message today. I normally don't like take my readings personally. Yes, I am part of the collective, but since I specifically asked if I could read about this, this is kind of weird. The card that came out, my family doesn't like you. But I understand that as team, this was a sports accident. And when he first started to remember what was going on or what happened, he still doesn't know what happened after the impact, obviously, because he was unconscious for a little bit. And, he just remembers it being black is all he says. But what he does remember is hearing the coach from the other team tell his athlete, take him out. He's too good. Family don't like you. So the other team, they didn't like him. They also busted up his wrist. They busted up his foot. He said earlier that night in the game when they tried to down him, whatever, they didn't really see it, but the other guy from the other team took his foot, twisted it, and pulled it back like that. He tried to break his ankle, which they did to another kid the very next day. All right. Point of no return. That is correct. We are now at the point of no return. Don't start no shit. Won't be no shit. When you know better, you do better. We have what? I'm not understanding this. Okay. I have bottomless mimosas here, but it was in reverse. At the bottom, I put love is blind and it'll take over your mind. You know that song, What You Think Is Love Is Truly Not. You need to elevate and find. So, yeah. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Small fries to a Big Mac. Yes, they did have, for some odd reason, this year they made it legal for, and this is the first year that this has happened, they made it legal for seniors and juniors to play on junior varsity. And I don't know if, I know people from other countries do watch me. Junior varsity is kind of like American football, but for children who are just getting into high school. So like ninth grade, like fresh out of middle school, ninth grade, 10th grade. Well, they had like, these kids look like grown ass men playing, like full sleeve arms of tattoos, like offers to colleges. Like, I don't understand why they were playing against my son anyway, because it doesn't count toward college or stats or anything like that. They were just pretty much trying to get their rocks off on people who were younger than them or smaller than them. Okay, so small fries to a Big Mac. You tried it. You thought you did something, didn't you? You thought you fucked up my son for life, and you did not. And I feel like this, when you know better, you do better. Every day, he's doing better. He's learning more. His mind is getting better. The color of love. Of course, he's surrounded by love. I don't know what these people thought. I honestly, from the beginning, you know, every mother's mind wants to go off into this tangent of 1,000 different reasons of why something could have happened. But the first thing, honestly, that came to my mind was this was done on purpose. They were winning. The other team, like, this is how bad it was. Like, my son's team is all 14 and 15-year-olds, ninth graders, 10th graders. These people had damn near grown-ass men playing these younger boys, and they were winning 43-0 and still did that. It was like the last quarter when they did that to my son. Like, they weren't even playing for real. Like, his coaches were like, yo, we were just trying to run out the time. We were just trying to run some plays so that game could be over, because it was almost over. And, yeah. So, watching your social media, pretty sure. I hope you are. Because let me get my hands on that video that my son's friend has. I can't wait for him to send it to him. I've been telling him to send it to him for like 3 days now. Because if I hear that motherfucker's voice say, take him out, your ass is getting sued. That fucking school district is grass, okay? And, you most definitely better 100% believe that myself and the mother of the child who got hurt the very next day and was put in the hospital and had to go through surgery because of the same team, you best believe that's finna be a team up right there, okay? Because I just want what's best. Simon Says. Those kids were just doing, well, I say young men, because they were young adults. They were just doing what their coach was telling them to do. Hey, do this. So he did it. And me being the mom that I am, the first part of me just goes to love. I'm in the back of the ambulance and I'm asking the EMT, is the other kid okay? Not knowing that he did it on purpose. So he's perfectly fine. He was braced for the impact. So yes, I hope that you are watching my social media. Your ass, you gonna fucking get it. And with this, my parents don't like you thing, it was also said that the parents that were at that game that night and at the game the next night where another kid got seriously injured, they were being disgusting. All of those parents were disgusting human beings, and they're teaching their children to grow up to be disgusting human beings. They will be in prison or dead because of what their parents are doing. The parents are too much invested in child sports. This shit is supposed to be fun. I understand the risk that comes along with a sport like this, because I'm well prepared for something like that to happen as a clean hit. But for people to purposely play dirty just to knock a team out of the ranking so other teams can basically, my first thought on this, my first intuitive tap in on this was being done so other teams could be walked to the playoffs or states. Not even in particular that team. It didn't even have to particularly be that team, but other teams. Something that this was on purpose. And it's more behind it than what people think is just, bad coaching or terrible parenting. No. People were paid. Somebody got paid. Someone got paid. Prestige. People with money. The color of love. This could also have something to do with, Okay, so I was just about to say this could have something to do with race. When I was about to say this could have something to do with race, I heard, we about to go play these white boys. Okay, listen. Obviously, I'm not Caucasian. Okay? Neither are my children. But the area that we live in, the school that they go to, and the team that they're on is predominantly in a Caucasian area. So they thought that they was about to come down here and bust down some white boys. And they saw good others on the team. Now, these kids were black. The coach was black. I'm not sure what kind of school they come from, but look, hot off the press. So something, yeah, I did post a news clip. I posted it on my personal page. I did post a news clip of the next day when the team won. Even though they broke that other kid's leg, they did win. Okay. Base or root chakra, a free will choice of decision. Like I said, they did this knowingly. It was a free will choice of decision. They could have made the decision not to do it, and they did it anyway. Okay. Oh, the karma that's going to come from it, though. You see how fast my son is recovering? But my thing is, you want to fuck with people who are, and I talked about this maybe about a year and a half, 2 years ago, when there were heavy attacks against a, wow, that's crazy because this is the only card that was kind of like odd, Rico card. Racketeer influence, corrupt organization. Yeah. So anyway. Oh, and I have my gripe with the school's athletic department because not one person aside from his coaches that were there that night reached out to even see about my son or any other kid that has gotten hurt, because there's been not only the kid that got hurt the next day, but I believe in another sport another kid got really hurt really bad. I'm not sure which one it was, but nothing. Not a fuck you or how you doing, nothing. But the karma that's going to come from that. Look, I've got receipts. Gang stalking. Of course, they gang stalk people's social medias. I got receipts though. Video, audio, all that shit. And there's receipts I'm hearing of them, of some sort of messages going back and forth. Okay. This is why the gang stalking was happening. They lied about how I got money. And I talked about this maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. That's what I was just about to say about how when people attack somebody who is a healer or who is a vulnerable person, like a child or someone who's disabled, or, you know, just a vulnerable person, elderly, somebody who's just can't fend for themselves, a very vulnerable person, somebody who has a constant golden aura around them. Okay. You try to attack, and wow, I just heard death spell. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. But you try to attack. Wow, the shit that they're telling me right now. Oh my God, okay, but anyway, they tried to attack a healer when I was talking about this before. Somebody who can regenerate themselves. So then, when that doesn't work for years on end, when lies don't work for years on end, then you pay somebody to attack a healer's child like they're not going to heal their child. You're fucking stupid, okay? So, gang stalking. I have receipts. Lied about how you get money. Look, this right here says doppelganger, but actually I wrote at the top, and what it's bringing my attention to is a screenshot or a screen recording. So I do, oh, that's right. Thank you, Spirit. So I don't have to have anything sent to me because I did get a few screenshots that night. I do have screenshots. So yeah, yep. With this lied about how you get money, or lied about how I get money, it was this right here. Labeled as a whore. This is what people are saying. That's this base or root chakra right here that came out. Let me read this. Physicality, feelings of pleasure and pain. So basically tried to attack my base chakra by attacking my child. Couldn't take me out any other way. Saw that I gave a fuck about nothing that they were doing. Nothing hurt me. Nothing broke me down. So they thought that they could do it by fucking with my kids, which still didn't fucking work. You idiot. You wasted your money, and now you're going to be caught up in a fucking RICO case. All of you. Let's keep going. Matter of fact, since RICO is right here, and that was the one that stuck out to me, let me put that right here. Micromanager. That's that gang stalking, watching social media, literally picking at every single little thing that I post, that I say, that I wear, that my kids post, that my kids say, that my kids wear. You know why? Because they have nothing else better to do. They have zero life. Their life would be nothing without me. They would have nothing going on for themselves if they weren't stalking me. They would have no money if they weren't getting paid to do shit to me or my family. Killer instinct in reverse. No, y'all weren't gonna kill shit. Okay? New moon. This could have been some sort of ritual that they did on new moon. Also, somebody didn't want somebody's instincts to kick in. Okay? Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Cheaters never win. Winners never cheat. Okay, so we have a listening device, headphones or earbuds. Those who matter don't mind. Those who mind don't matter. This glamour, beauty, or mirror spell, somebody tried to fuck with the way someone's image, the way they looked to the community. Oh, that person's a whore. They get their money like this. Whatever, rumors. Y'all know that I really don't give a fuck about. But like I said, it's going to come back to them, okay? Stole the show. A male cousin. So somebody could be working with their male cousin. A male cousin. A male cousin could be involved. We don't know. A male cousin could have stole the show. Somebody that they call cousin, cuz, something like that, okay? Or that they see as friendly, okay? Something about a phone. So a male cousin or something like that could have some sort of phone or made some sort of phone call or made some sort of call, okay? Oh, just because you want him to be the father doesn't mean he is. And you have the ability to read many energies at once. And exonerated here. Let's see. Exonerated was here in reverse. And so is all of these right here. Some of these are upside down. And I don't like them like that. But exonerated and healthcare was in reverse. Attempting to make you feel bad by dumping on you to make themselves feel better. That was in reverse. G was in reverse. 8 and goal-oriented and experimentation. This is an experiment gone wrong, okay? They tried it. They really did. And they're not going to be exonerated. Someone got trapped by their own tricks. Yeah, oh yeah, they definitely gonna get caught up. This shit ain't over. It's just begun. Like that card came out earlier. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Y'all started this shit. Now look at God. That's all I'm going to say. Exonerated in the upright this time. Exactly. Look at God. All right. What's the true colors? Roll call. So that's the roster. Overbid. I told y'all they had those big ass motherfuckers on that dent. Yeah. Or older, I guess I should say. More experienced. Scholarships might get pulled. Offers will get pulled. It would be such a fucking shame if any of those videos went to any of them schools that these kids had offers at. It would be such a fucking shame. Student, apprentice. I'm just saying. High priestess. Oh, I know what happened. I'm not stupid. I'm a healer. I've already forgiven. I have already forgiven. Do you know how hard it is to forgive? And the fact that I have the ability, I have grown and matured over the years enough to do that. Old Chanel would have showed up at that field. I'll just put it like this, with a weapon. Okay? It was by the grace of God and every single angel that surrounds my family that my husband left that game early. Because had he been there, that coach probably would have been in the hospital and my husband would have been in prison right now with a smile on his face. He had to leave to go pick up one of my other children from her game that just ended, and I was cooking dinner for my family. We was doing a family thing. Normal family night in our home. Dinner was getting cooked. My other one, she's in college. She was doing her online thing, her classes and her submissions. And the other one just getting back from her game. My husband left the football game to go get her. Like, just a normal night until this happened. But you know what? The entire time, from the time I heard my husband say, but his eyes are open, right? And they told him yes, started Reiki right then and there. And I haven't stopped. Stop transmission. Okay. Yep. Stop transmission, closing cycles. They get it. I'm done. I'm off that. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? Impulsive decision making. You spoke on something that there was a gag order on and they want to know how you know. Oh, y'all want to know how I know that y'all had a whole ass meeting and that y'all was trying to take out certain teams and certain people? Oh, y'all want to know how I know? Because I'm a fucking high priestess, you idiots. You guys keep saying that this shit isn't true and then you go and test the boundaries. You keep thinking that this shit ain't true and then you go and pay somebody to fuck some shit up or to have something done. And then when it gets proven true, then you want to continue to be in denial? You want to continue to think that your lies are going to hold weight? Okay. All right. The silence is deafening. Yes, it is. I'm off this. Files was right under that. Oh yeah, this is definitely the star. Yes, 100% full healing. Because they told me to stop transmission on all of this. Knight of Cups. That's like a teenage person. Knights are considered like teenager to young adult type of energy. Ace of Swords. Clarity, truth, victory. Okay. Chariot. Look, right behind that. The Chariot. You know, that's a victory. That's winning the war. The Ace of Swords is winning the battle. The Chariot is winning the war. This is about having the will, free will, and making good choices and decisions, having drive, okay? Seven of Pentacles, to invest in some sort of confusion here, but it's a Tower. All this shit came crashing down, all of it. None of it went how the way they planned it, because what they planned was for somebody to be unalived and or permanently disabled to the point where it either made me want to unalive myself or it broke me down completely to where I was just below nothing. You would never. You don't have that type of power. And I don't know who the fuck told any of y'all that you did have any of that type of power, but they lied to you. Okay? Look, I thought the grass was greener. I bet the fuck you did. Secret mission. Espionage. But somebody's watching, somebody's investigating. I still believe there's some sort of, with this hot off the press, some sort of investigative report or reporter or things like that that's going on. Somebody told me today I could literally write a book on just this event alone. My life is a trilogy. Like literally like a 3-movie series. My shit is, y'all wouldn't even begin. This is, see, the things that people are trying to inflict in my life or project onto my life, these are things that they wouldn't be able to handle. These are things that would break their spirit. These are things that would kill their soul. These are things that would make them want to off themselves. Okay? These are things that would break them down because they're weak as fuck. And they know they're weak, which is the reason why they have to try to make other people look weak so they can look strong. And they look like an idiot. Repair message. So somebody's going to try to, what's that thing called? When you try to fix things real fast, save face. Somebody going to try to save face. The early bird gets the worm, but guess what? Somebody already beat you to the punch. Somebody already beat y'all to the punch. So trying to clean up the little shit that y'all already started, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Y'all gonna catch it on the 3D and 5D. Ain't no way. Okay? No. Ain't no way. All right? I wish I could tell you how I feel. I told you somebody wants to send somebody a message. Somebody wants to apologize or say something. But like I said, they would have to admit that they were a part of this or that they knew something about this. Okay? Tried to make it look like a natural disaster, but I calmed the natural disaster with love, with healing. And by turning everything over. What I did was I immediately turned everything over to my light team. Y'all know who I've been talking to y'all for how long? Almost 3 years now? 2.5, almost 3 years now? Y'all know for a fucking fact that Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael are part of my light team. And I'm going to leave it right there. So I ain't had nothing to worry about. You see what came out before that? Calm, relaxation. I ain't had shit to worry about. I gave it to, you know how people say, give it to God? That's exactly what I did. God, the universe, my highest resonance light team, all of that. Y'all could take care of it. I forgive them. It's Luke 23:34. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Because they really don't know the consequences that are going to come from this. I get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. That's why calm and relaxation came out here. Because I ain't got to do nothing but what I've been doing. Healing, loving, forgiving, and moving forward. Goal. friendship. So somebody's going to want to partner up. We have marionette and family. Somebody tried to control someone's family and stop some sort of puppeteer. And now earlier, like I said, that family meant team, right? So whoever controls this system, this team, this department, this organization, things like that, they're going to stop. They're going to have no choice but to stop bullying motherfuckers. People are going to see how someone was bullied. That shit ends now. We have blessing and promise here. Somebody's life is a blessing. They were promised and they're needed. Okay. Off that topic. Gratitude, spirit, gratitude, angels, ancestors, spirits, guides, totems, and guardians of the highest white light. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Okay. We have a drone here. This is a male bee in a colony of social bees. Does not work. Only fertilizes the queen. Remember the card that came out earlier where somebody was being labeled as a whore? This could be a male who does nothing but sow his royal oats any and everywhere he goes. He's a male whore, but tried to put it off like someone else was a whore. You know, a lot of times when people project, they're only talking about themselves. Okay. So he has nothing to show for in his life except for a lot of different partners, sexual partners, and tried to put that off on a family person. Wow. When it's actually obvious that someone has been getting followed and watched and investigated. So yeah, there's receipts that all of that is a lie. All right, so this is also a person that does not work. They live off of others. And we did see marionette here. That is a remote controlled or a pilotless aircraft or vehicle. So there may even be drone footage of something that may have happened or whatever that somebody may receive just randomly or, you know, in light of. So something may pop up or come up. You know, we do have meetings and such that are supposed to be coming up here. So who knows what's going to come up in a meeting? It could be some of the screenshots and photos and videos that I have. It could be somebody else who brings up a screenshot, photo, or video. Who knows? All right. Last words. When keeping it real goes wrong. See, they tried to lie. They tried to keep this lie up, and it just it just went completely left. And now there's whole groups of people that were once seen in a high vibration or highlight that are looking like complete assholes right now. Like egg on their face. Shame on them. Stop and smell the flowers. Rose. That's all I'm going to say. Dual mission. Told y'all this was not for the sake of, oh, we're about to go have fun. There was an ulterior motive, and that's what they were there for. We have Psalm 105:15, the King James Version. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Y'all finna get fucked up. Y'all finna get fucked up. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. They fucked up when they decided to continuously try to touch, whether that be energetically or, as we seen, physically, someone who is anointed. Someone who is a prophet or connected to a prophet. All right. So a little birdie told me that's that rumor earlier that we saw where somebody was being labeled as a whore. Okay. Babbling, just a whole lot of people just talking out the side of their neck, just talking. No real substance behind what they're saying. Oh yeah. It's finna get intense. It's definitely finna get intense. Okay. We have a fairy circle right here. Wow. Gratitude, spirit. I dropped my daughter off at work, and right outside of her work, after I dropped her off and I was driving off, I saw a fairy circle. And I immediately in my mind, I was like, oh, a fairy circle. If y'all don't know what a fairy circle is, if you see it out in like random field, it's supposed to be in fields of grass, but this was actually in just like a random small patch of grass that was like in front of a business near where she works at. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. Because all the grass around it looked manicured, cut, things like that. Like you would have thought that would have got cut too. But a fairy circle is like a circle of mushrooms. It's said to be like a fairy protection for those who they protect. And if you step in the middle of that circle, you basically get sucked into a whole different realm. There's myths behind it. Google it if you don't know what a fairy circle is. But we have fairy circle. And like I said, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. So somebody's finna the divine finna deal with that ass. Okay, they stepped into a fairy circle and they finna get that ass waxed. Okay, majority of them will. So it's a lot of people that this is going to happen to. Okay, binge and coping mechanism. These people may use like partying or drinking or some sort of pills or something like that as some sort of coping mechanism. Okay. All right. We have mission accomplished on the simple-minded people. Okay. See, look, but we also have mission accomplished, simple-minded, and lost and found. When he first got hit, mine was, he could remember certain things, some things he couldn't. Mind is coming back. Lost and found. They're addicted to the sympathy they receive after self-sabotage. Sealed, the tie that binds. Groomed, the entitlement is real. Hometown hero. So somebody was deemed a hometown hero. Somebody started getting readings done on this person. Yeah. Somebody tried to like attach themselves or do some sort of binding to a child or some children or something like that was not there. But these people, they also groomed these children or these young men to do what they did. These coaches, they were coached to do what they did. They think it's okay. That's why I said those parents are disgusting. All right, G-check. What they call you, where you from. That's Nipsey Hussle, Leo energy, okay? So, like I said, somebody got a title. Whoever they is, they in their feelings about me. They in their feelings. I don't give a fuck. Take it to God. Okay. Portal to the past. Informed consent. So, and then we have different strokes, warning shots, data leak or breach. They want to see me fall, but I will never sell my soul. Okay. So this right here is like in the past, of course, you know, as parents, we have to sign waivers and things like that, saying we know the risk of what comes along with playing these sports and things like that. But what we don't sign is something saying that you are going to like purposely be out here abusing children and grooming children to be like disgusting adults. Okay. Like I said, clean games, clean hits, things like that. You know, people get hurt really bad, even with clean hits. And I'm actually perfectly okay with that. But for this to be planned and to be super dirty, yeah, I'm not okay with that at all. And neither is my God. Because he said it right here in Psalm 105:15. Do not touch my anointed. Do my prophets no harm. That means harm, hurting their feelings, hurting them physically. You do not hurt one of God's prophets, period. All right? Disturbing the peace is what they try to do, and you could not do that because all I do is win. Winners never cheat. Cheaters never win. I win, you lose, because at the end of the day, it ain't about the scoreboard in the game. It's about the fact that I one-upped y'all and y'all couldn't do shit. Y'all paid out all this money and you still got nothing accomplished except for a bad reputation and a lawsuit. If nobody told y'all today, I'm going to tell you, I love you. Peace.